Coming up in this half-back episode of Hell Dominance, Salford delights with Croft, Moses tight-lipped over Eel's future, and World Cup representatives find new homes. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel Hell Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. So, we're back with another episode with the Hell Dominance, and we've brought to you some important stories, some good stories from the world of Rugby League. There are 3 halfback related episodes. Stories. Croft has signed a historic new long-term contract with the Salford Red Devils, keeping him at the club until 2030. By keeping hold of one of the competition's finest and most sought-after players, the Red Devils have shown their intentions to build on the incredible progress made by the team in 2022 and are aiming even higher in 2023. The Australian halfback joined the club in August 2021 and has gone from strength to strength under the tutelage of Paul Rowley, and across 2022 produced stunning performances, a string of them, to climb up to be the Steve Prescott MBE Man of Steel for 2022. In a particularly strong ending of the season, propelled Salford into a playoff position, securing the coveted award ahead of Wigan's Jai Field and St Helens Jack Wellesby. These performances turned the heads of a lot of Super League clubs and clubs down under, inquiring about Croft's availability to joining their club going on 2020 and beyond. He totaled 23 try contributions across the year and earned himself, as we've mentioned many a time, a spot in the Betfred Super League Dream Team, alongside teammates Ken Seal and Tim Lifey. Croft is said to be delighted about signing the new contract and stated this group of boys is something special, and along with the coaching staff through to the performance staff and the office staff, I'm excited about what the future holds for the club. A sentiment that was echoed by head coach Paul Rowley, as he said the playing group staff and myself are delighted that Brodie shares our vision and ambition for success, and we get the chance to continue working together going forward. He's a fantastic role model for the young supporters and a person who drives standards on and off the field. We are all proud of the player and the person Brodie is, and look forward to playing a part in his career going forward. The deal itself did not happen overnight. In fact, even during the off-season, Salford knew before the culmination of last season they wanted to do everything in their power to keep Croft. Having watched Jackson Hastings be crowned Man of Steel in 2019, already knowing he was departing the club for Wigan, so that they fueled desires amongst the club's hierarchy to avoid the same mistake and let Brodie Croft move on while he was at the peak of his powers. According to the hierarchy at Salford, there was interest down under starting to come and make noises, and that hurried up the contract to be signed and sealed. As reported, there is a contract clause which allows him to return to the NRL later on in his contract should he wish. It is not this year, it is further down the line of the totaling 8-year deal, but that comes at a significant price tag, with Salford once again entertaining fees approaching a world record to even think about moving on Croft. That plainly puts Croft in the driving seat and Salford as massive beneficiaries if Croft decides that he wants to go back down under before the contract ends. But in the meantime, he can play rugby league in a pro Rowley side, hopefully good enough to catapult them even further up the table as the years go on. Hopefully is the word there, as things do happen in rugby league. My prediction yesterday might have put a spanner in the works in some Salford fans' eyes, or even the club's eyes. But if you're in this game not dreaming big, don't deserve to be in this game at all. Next we go on to the saga that is Mitchell Moses, as on Tuesday afternoon, Mitchell Moses' teammates jokingly stood around as he did interviews in the afternoon, hoping to catch some breaking news, but the Eels halfback was tight-lipped about his future that he hopes to have sorted in a few weeks. The flashy playmaker is the most sought-after player on the market, with the West Tigers reportedly willing to break the bank to lure him back to the club that handed him his NRL debut. Moses, seen here playing for Lebanon, where he had a stellar World Cup in 2022, left the Tigers midway through the 2017 season, and it wasn't the cleanest breakup, which is why the 28-year-old has taken a mature approach to the current contract situation. He still has an option in his favour to stay at the Eels in 2024, but his preference is to get a deal sorted before the beaten grand finalists open the season against the Storm on March the 2nd. I would like it to be done before the start of the year, Mitchell Moses told the NCA Newswire. I've left everything up to my manager, so all my focus has been on the new season. I've got full trust in him that he can do what he thinks is best to make sure I can play my best footy. I told him to do all the talking and look after all the meetings, and when he's ready, he can let me know. I think I've handled the situation a lot better than what I have in the past. I'm fully focused on Parramatta and coming to training where I can rip in with the boys. Hopefully everything else is sorted itself out before the new year. This is seen as one of the biggest decisions Moses has had to make in his football journey, with the Eels desperate to keep him after seeing what he and halves Dylan Brown were able to achieve last year. The pair took Parramatta to its first grand final since 2009, and while they were well beaten by Penrith, there is a firm belief out west that they can compete for the next few titles if they can retain their core of the squad. It helps in December when Brown signed a unique extension, and the 5'8" hopes Moses will be there alongside him for many years to come. In a recent interview, I don't really have a pitch for him, but my main focus is playing good footy, which allows him to play good footy. We all owe it to him because he's done so much for us as a team, Brown said to media. I feel like if we continue to play the way that we have been playing, then he won't want to leave, whether that's for money or any other reason. He loves Para, and we want him to stay. Brown himself was subject to discussions in certain quarters of transfer bids from elsewhere, but he's hoping to have the partnership from him and Moses all tied up so that they can both play for the extended seasons. Brown's contract is certainly a unique one, as it's a 9-year deal which ends in 2031, where he holds all the power. When 2026 comes along, if he decides that he wants to move on, he can do so if he wants to. And then again in 2028. He holds all the power in that contract. He just gets paid by Parramatta and plays rugby league. It's a good place to be when you're quality. These two are quality and can only get better. They're both young and great players. Had to see what comes of them next year. I'm looking forward to the NRL. Are you? And finally, we have a couple of stories of deals being done in the NRL as a halfback and an acting halfback. So it's all halfbacks this episode, I told you it was, have been completed over the last week. Ireland hooker Josh Cook and Italy halfback Daniel Atkinson have both signed deals ahead of the NRL 2023 campaign and ahead of it getting underway. Cook, who's 23, has now joined St George-Illawarra Dragons on a train and trial contract. He will make his first appearance for the club when they take on Super League champions St Helens in the pre-season friendly tomorrow. The Sydney-born hooker had spent the last 3 seasons in the NRL system. He was in the South Sydney Rabbitohs between 2020 and 2021 before moving to the Bulldogs, but has yet to make his NRL debut. Cook made his international bow for Ireland in last year's World Cup, qualifying for the nation through his grandmother, who is from Belfast. He played in all 3 of Ireland's group games during the World Cup. Speaking exclusively to Love Rugby League last October, Cook was off contract at the time and he said he was open to offers in Super League, but his future for now remains in the NRL after linking up with the Dragons. Cook is extremely proud of his Irish heritage, saying, "My grandma is from Belfast. She is a very proud Irish woman, and it was a great feeling wearing that jersey and singing the anthem. So I hope I made her proud. It has been a dream of mine to represent where I'm from. Ireland is a very special place and my family is proud, very proud of what we are building." Atkinson, however, has made a deal with the Cronulla Sharks as he has signed a 1-year deal for 2023, and as the Sharks have snapped up the Italian international halfback. At only 22, he made his NRL debut for the Melbourne Storm against the Sharks back in 2021. Last season he played in the Queensland Cup for the Sunshine Coast Falcons, who granted him his release from his 2023 contract so he could pursue the deal at Cronulla. Atkinson, who was born in Brisbane, qualifies for Italy through his family heritage. He made his international debut for the Azzurri at the World Cup last autumn, playing in all 3 of the Cup games during the group. Atkinson is likely to make his first appearance against Cronulla in their friendly against Newcastle Knights, which has just been played. Don't have a score for you on that, but we will get back to you in the future. Oh, go on, just because you've all been very, very good. Former Super League halfback Albert Kelly has kept his NRL dream alive following his release from the Brisbane Broncos at the end of the 2022 campaign. 31-year-old returned to Australia ahead of the 2021 season with the Suncorp Stadium side. He went on to make 12 appearances across 2 seasons for the Broncos, but was released at the end of last year. The NRL dream is still flowing for him as he secured a contract with the Queensland Cup side, the Redcliffe Dolphins, according to Code Sports, the feeder club of the NRL Dolphins. The move will provide Kelly the chance to impress Dolphins boss Wayne Bennett, with the Redcliffe Dolphins coached by former international star Ben Teo. Dolphins are entering their first NRL season in 2023, so we'll be looking to keep their half and their entire team covered for any eventuality. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Tell me what your thoughts are on the current episode in the comment section below, as it's open for business. And if you can, please remember to support me through Buy Me a Coffee. It's just a quick donation and it helps the channel grow. And we use that to grow Rugby League. That's what the main aim is. Come up with more ideas on what that may be in the near future. Anyway, tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section below, but please be respectful of today's episode. Brodie Croft, 7-year deal. Wow, what's a contract? Do you think he'll see it out? Jamie Foster doesn't seem to think so. What about the deal Mitchell Moses? Will it come before round 1? Or will we have to wait even more? And finally, the two internationals from Italy and Ireland both getting deals in the NRL. Pain and trial, but hey ho, it's what they've got to do. Comment section is open for business. Please bring your thoughts in. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. And I end the episode as I always do by wishing you all the very best. So please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.